Guys, do you believe in time cycles? Well, I found a very interesting time cycle which is predicting a major crash in the stock market. And this exact time cycle has predicted the major depression in 1929, but as well the dot-com bubble crash and the housing market crash in 2008. So we will be having a look at that, but of course we will as well dive into the Bitcoin charts. So guys, leave a like, drop a comment down below. With that being said, my name is Jeroen. Welcome to the Blockchain Today, the channel where you subscribe for daily crypto videos. And right now, let's jump into the charts. So guys, Bitcoin right now is still trading above this uptrending support line, which is going to be very important and eventually is converging into a triangle formation right here, where we are going to see a breakout from around or before the middle of October. And guys, this will be a very important breakout and most likely will be a massive move either to the upside or to the downside. As you guys know, my bias is definitely to the upside because we have been forming an uptrend already right here since the middle of March. So right now I do think that the chances are more likely we will be breaking out to the upside rather than to the downside. But either way, if we are breaking to the upside or to the downside, this is going to be an explosive move. And guys, right here, the moment when Bitcoin is going to see a breakout, there is an interesting event happening, which I will mention in the next videos. And we are going to analyze this event, and there is a possibility that this event does have some influence on the price of Bitcoin. This is based on alternative analysis, but everybody who signed up for my trading course and finished the chapter of alternative analysis, they will know exactly what I'm talking about. But let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Let's have a look what Bitcoin is doing right now. So Bitcoin right now is still trading between support and resistance of this triangle formation. And if we zoom in, we can see a uptrending channel right here where Bitcoin is as well ranging between support and resistance. Yesterday we bounced off from the support and we got rejected, a little bit above the middle of the channel right here, and we came back down towards the support. And right now there is no clear direction. Of course, we are still in the uptrend. The price is still creating higher lows. But that uptrend is also not that strong because when we are seeing a bounce off from the support, we don't come up all the way towards the resistance right here. We are already reversing earlier. But of course, this is as well the 1 hour time frame. So right now, I don't think that there is a clear direction. If we were to break the support right here, I do expect a bigger move to the downside. But as long we haven't broke the support of this uprising channel, we will remain in this uptrend. Then guys, I want to show you one possibility, which right now is maybe a little bit far-fetched still. But I just want to show you guys what possibly is forming right now. And that is a rising wedge pattern where we are seeing the uptrending support right here. Price is creating higher lows. And where we are seeing the resistance right here. And the reason why I think this rising wedge does make sense, because eventually this rising wedge is going towards the resistance of the triangle formation. And that could mean that Bitcoin is going to continue this uptrend right here on this support and eventually is going to touch the resistance of the triangle formation right here. Gets rejected and eventually breaks the support of the rising wedge pattern and eventually comes down towards the support of the triangle formation again. So guys, this might seem a little bit far-fetched, but I do think this is a potential pattern that Bitcoin is forming right now. And that is the exact reason why I wanted to point this out. And here we can see that the uptrend of the rising wedge and the uptrend of the uprising channel is meeting right here, which could also tell us quite early if we are actually trading or forming this rising wedge pattern, which eventually could be an interesting trade. And if Bitcoin were to break the support right here, I think the chances increase that we will come down and test the support of the triangle formation again. So these are some potential scenarios that are forming in the Bitcoin chart. I think right now it is a non-trading zone for Bitcoin because there is not a clear direction or a clear opportunity. If you guys are seeing a clear opportunity, mention it in the comment section down below. I'm very curious what you guys think about the Bitcoin chart right now. Then guys, we will be having a look at the time cycle I've been talking about. But let's first jump into the 1 hour time frame on the S&P 500 and let's have a look what is happening right here. The chart which is highly correlated with Bitcoin. Well, we are seeing a falling wedge pattern in a uptrend. which is actually bullish because a falling wedge pattern can function as a continuation pattern. So we've entered this falling wedge pattern from an uptrend. Most likely this is a retracement or a small correction from this uptrend. Eventually we break above the resistance and we could be seeing a continuation of this uptrend. Of course, this former support level is going to be really interesting because if we are getting rejected from this level and we're seeing a further sell-off, that could be a very bearish sign for the S&P 500. But so far, from a technical standpoint, it looks good. We formed a continuation pattern from an uptrend, which could bring the price of the S&P 500 all the way up right here towards the target of the falling wedge, which is right now at approximately 3,580. Then guys, I want to show you a specific cycle which is predicting a stock market crash, but a huge crash in September 2021. This specific cycle is occurring every 7 years and has predicted the Great Depression in 1929, but as well the dot-com bubble pop right here, and as well the housing market crash from 2007 till 2008. And as you can see right here, this cycle predicted the crash to the exact date. So the moment this specific cycle was starting, we saw the start of the crash in the stock market. As well as in the year of 2007, when the cycle was starting, that was as well the period that we have seen the top of the stock market and that we were starting to crash. And the last time we have seen this cycle was in 2014 and 2015. And we can see that you could make the case that this cycle did have an impact on the stock market because it stopped the accelerational growth of the stock market. As you can see right here, the chart is going more sideways than in this huge acceleration we have seen beforehand. But I think these points in time are really significant, where this cycle actually predicted the top of the stock market and predicted the whole crash. And right here we haven't seen a huge crash, but you definitely could make the case that it was causing for selling pressure. And right now we are seeing this exact same cycle playing out from September 2021. So guys, could that mean that we are going to continue this uptrend in the stock market and that we are going to see the major crash next year? Well guys, I think it is definitely something we should consider, because if we have a look at the stock market crash in the year 2000, then we can see that we have seen increased volatility and a pre-crash as well in 1998, but afterwards we had a V-shaped recovery and eventually we created new all-time highs. So the party lasted way longer than most people thought, and that is most of the time the case. When everybody is expecting a crash, then it is not going to happen. Because when everybody is bearish on a certain asset, and that sentiment is already priced in that certain asset, that actually means that there are no sellers left. That is the exact reason why it is always good to have a contrarian standpoint, because if everybody is bullish on a certain asset, that means that everybody who is bullish is already positioned in that certain asset, which creates that there are no buyers left to drive up the price of that same certain asset. So that is as well the case right here. Right now everybody is expecting a major crash in the stock market, and guys, I'm not saying that it is not possible. I'm just saying that you might be standing open for the fact that that is not going to happen right now. And that there is a possibility that we will see a continuation of this growth and will top out somewhere in 2021. And from there see a major crash to the downside. I really think that these cycles, these historic cycles, are very important and very significant, because they remind us to have a look at the macro perspective and to not be too much zoomed in the price action that we are seeing right now. And for everybody who's wondering which indicator this is a specific indicator which you can use to analyze time cycles on certain charts, and this indicator is called the plot indicator, and you get this indicator with my cryptocurrency trading course, as well with videos explaining about certain cycles and how you can use this indicator to analyze all kinds of cycles on different charts. So for everybody who's interested in my cryptocurrency trading course, the link is down below in the description or in the pinned comment. But okay guys, that was it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If so, please leave a thumbs up and drop your comment down below. Let's see if we can get above the 150 likes on today's video. And if you guys know about which cycle I'm talking, let me know in the comment section down below. Then for the ones who are interested in time cycles and interested in the plot indicator, you can find more information on the blockchaintoday.com. And for the ones that haven't seen my tutorial, you can watch one of those, and I will see you all in the next video.